This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Check out the 50th anniversary gear, because that's right, we're turning 50. We are 50. It happened. Yeah, lots of limited edition gear that we got celebrating the Rock's 50th anniversary. Right now, of course, you want them trucker caps that keep you warm and cold at the same time.
I don't think trucker caps really do too much other than help the sun from getting in your eyes.
Oh, yeah, there's that too.
Well, if you're bald, it helps a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I do get a little filtration in the back of the trucker cap, where it's sometimes when the wind blows, I feel it on my skull.
Okay.
Yeah. So we got the trucker sleeves. The trucker sleeves. What am I talking about? What's happening here?
I don't know.
We got stuff.
Get your T-shirts. Get your hats.
That's it.
Rock Shop.
There you go.
Damn.
Yeah. KISW.com.
Let's play B-Mix. It's time to play the game. Yeah. So everybody scream his name. B-Mix. Don't be a loser. Whoa. B-Mix. You're a loser. It is time to B-Mix. And it's Wednesday, so let's get whacking.
Whacking.
Let me see everybody do their Mr. Wacky then.
All right.
Woo!
Whacking.
And every Wednesday, Steve's Mr. Wacky, but we have a different Wacky every time to take on Steve. So let's get to Travis in Puyallup. Travis, are you there?
1-800-I-FEEL-OK.
That was the line for the OK Soda. I feel okay. Yes.
Such an underwhelming name for a drink, though.
But yeah,
Can I have some of that OK Soda?
And it was total like counterculture, like alternative, like we're not advertising by advertising. Look at us,
right?
So
it'd be like meh cola now.
Yeah, exactly. I would love some meh cola. Steve, get out of here.
Meh cola.
For those playing at home, Travis will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Travis, you can pass all you want, but you will only have 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yes.
What symbol shares a key with the number 4 on a standard computer keyboard?
That.
Who was the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean?
Amelia Earhart.
Yes. In which U.S. state did the Charleston dance originate?
South Dakota.
No.
North Carolina, South Carolina.
South Carolina, yes. Who was the fairy in Peter Pan?
Tinkerbell.
Yes. What is the name of the second largest planet in our solar system?
Saturn.
Yes. The final episode of Futurama aired in what early 2010s year?
21, 22, 23.
No. In which decade of the 20th century were Twinkies invented?
20s.
No.
30s.
Yes. Vienna is the capital of which European country?
Austria.
Yes. What river flows into the Pacific Ocean between Oregon and Washington?
Colorado.
No.
Columbia.
Yes. What late actor played Arnold Jackson on the sitcom Different Strokes?
pass.
Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 correct.
All righty. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
I am spacing out on Arnold's name. This is killing me. Oh, my gosh. I can't believe it.
If Steve gets to that question, which, sometimes he takes too much time, so he might not get to it, that's going to be a for sure on him.
I know his brother. I know his brother's name, and why do I not know, as an actor, but I don't know his name?
Don't say anything.
I'm just saying that.
All right, then. Steve, you're back. Are you ready?
Ah, yes.
What symbol shares a key with the number 4 on a standard computer keyboard?
The and?
No.
Dollar.
Yes.
Nice.
Who was
dollar.
Who was the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean?
Oh, that'd be Amelia Earhart.
Yes. In which U.S. state did the Charleston dance originate?
North Carolina?
No.
South Carolina.
Yes. Who was the fairy in Who is the fairy in Peter Pan?
Wow.
Tinkerbell.
Yes.
Okay.
What is the name of the second largest planet in our solar system?
That would be Uranus, Rev.
No.
Saturn?
Yes.
Oh.
The final episode of Futurama aired in what early 2010s year?
2011.
No.
2010.
No.
2012.
No. In which decade of the 20th century were Twinkies invented?
The 40s.
No.
30s.
Yes. Vienna is the capital of which European country?
Italy.
No.
Sausage.
No.
Rome.
No.
Okay.
What river flows into the Pacific Ocean between Oregon and Washington?
Columbia.
Yes. What late actor played Arnold Jackson on the sitcom Different Strokes?
Gary Coleman.
Yes. And Steve, you win 8-7, but I gave you an
know.
answer there.
I would have got Tinkerbell.
He would have gotten Tinkerbell probably, maybe, more
All
than
right, fair
likely.
enough.
Fine, I'll just play a part of my winning song.
All right, there.
Sorry about that, Travis.
That's okay.
Good game, Travis.
Yeah, sorry I screwed you there, Travis.
Yep.
Well, he just got a tie, so he was still screwed.
Guys,
Exactly.
still better than losing.
I do like that you answered the European country of sausage for Vienna. It's
a great country.
Yeah, Travis got that correct. It was Austria.
Austria.
Still is Austria.
Yeah. Brain farted.
And then the final episode of Futurama aired in what early 2010s year?
2013.
because that
Whoops.
was the only one you didn't say there.
Yep.
So congratulations on your win/tie/
What were you guys chatting about before I walked in about not knowing something?
the late actor that played Arnold Jackson.
Oh.
Yeah. BJ could not remember
Could
Gary
not remember
Coleman.
Gary Coleman's name. I remember Todd Bridges.
Okay.
Todd Bridges was coming to brain, but I couldn't remember Gary Coleman.
See, when you said it, I was trying to think of someone, and I couldn't remember Todd Bridges'
There's
name.
Dana Plato,
Wow, yeah. Do you remember the old guy?
Conrad Bain.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah,
I gotta
that's pretty
stop.
good.
I gotta stop different strokes.
I
strokes
really like
questions.
different strokes.
You like that, don't you?
I did. Thanks,
Yeah,
guys.
he's a different stroke savant, so
yeah,
don't even bother.
You rode that train all the way in there, didn't you?
Hey, baby.
Yep.
Choo-choo.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Still one of the greatest things ever when he did a dirty 900 line thing. Or so, I don't even know what that was for, but he was just talking dirty.
Yeah,
it was Gary
I know.
Coleman. It was just so weird, and he was wearing a conductor's hat.
That was wrong.
You like that, don't you?
I do.
Yeah. It's wrong and it was right at the same time. Gary Coleman. The classics. 1 in 5 people say that they will not hang up on a scammer because they feel like it's rude.
All right, and 1 out of 5 people are just stupid.
Yeah, totally.
I'm sorry. The minute I know you're trying to scam me, why am I going to waste my time? I might just say, hey, goodbye. I'd at least say goodbye, but I'm not staying on the phone with you.
Yeah, 20% say they'll at least hear them out before they hang up. Like they'll let them do the whole spiel, even though they already know it's a scam.
Is it just to waste their time at that point?
You know, if I can go by this sort of rudeness thing, I think that they're doing it because they don't want to be rude, not so much to waste their time.
That seems just so strange. Then again, I won't even answer my phone unless I know who it is. And I love that now Apple and I'm not sure if other phone services do this too, but I just love it says likely spam or scam.
Yeah, potential spam.
Or
yeah.
spam. I think
Yeah.
that's awesome.
I'm glad too because I didn't know when they started getting my cell phone number to do stuff like this. Obviously, I still have a landline, but I mean, picking that up is ridiculous. You never get any calls on that anymore except spam.
Right.
Almost
the minute I feel like something hokey is on the line, I'm like, why am I talking to you? Goodbye.
Yeah.
You're up to no good. I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, I'm very rude. Right now, if I got the phone next to me and it just starts ringing, I just pick it up and hang it up. I just say, pick it up. I
Why not
engage
just
it and immediately hang it up.
Someone says I love messing with them. Well, that's a whole different thing. If you're doing it just to mess with them, then you're not being nice. Which I think, go ahead, have fun with the people that are trying to scam you.
And the thing is that the people are saying, here's the deal. It's because they're friendly and polite, those people. So that's why they stay on the line. But that's why people fall for the scams. Half the people say they fell for the scam because the person on the line was friendly and polite.
And so they just eventually got suckered?
Yeah, which really sucks. And maybe that's why we're not getting good customer service anymore. At least you know they're not scamming you because they're treating you like crap.
The best was when I did have a landline. I had it set up. It was under my middle name. So whenever someone would call and they would refer to me, because in the Yellow Pages, my middle name was what was in it. So or White Pages back in those days.
White Pages.
Yeah,
wow.
remember that?
Wow, yes.
Right, so whenever I would get a call and they would refer to me by my middle name, I'd just be like, I knew right away that this person did not know me, nor were they trying, it was something was trying to be sold to me or scammed from me, and I just knew right then, hang up the phone.
Boy, you talk about that, Steve. Talk about something that I don't know. Maybe Vicky and Danny remember this. I don't know. But the Yellow Pages would used to be just a gigantic book that you'd get every year, free, sent to your house. And does anybody even get them anymore? Every once in a while. Yeah, Eastside Bellevue tried to send me one. I'm like, what are you doing?
I haven't seen a Yellow Pages in at least 5 years, except for the website.
Yeah, it was very small. I mean, compared to what Yellow Pages used to be. But I was like, what is this thick thing that came in the mail? And then I looked at it and I go, oh my, it's. I think it's a Yellow Pages. What?
And we used to just have I would go into my pantry. I remember back when I lived in Linwood, and it would just be stacks of them. I didn't even bother to throw them away. I was just hold on.
What'd you plan on doing with them?
I don't know. I was collecting them all, Rev.
So that one day, if you became strong enough, you could just rip them in half. That could be your move.
There was a technique to do that. I have a buddy that is he could do it, but then we couldn't find a Yellow Pages for him to prove it. Which maybe that was his scam. I could totally rip a Yellow Pages in half. And we're like, all right, prove it. And we went everywhere trying to find one.
Yeah. Well, the experts say you've got to be slightly rude, which means you just hang up the phone right away. That way you won't fall for anything if you hang up the phone right away. And people are still getting scammed. It's amazing. I mean, it is still happening. A lot of people are getting scammed. You'd think by now everyone would be wary and understand, okay, anybody calling me that I don't know, it's up to no good. They're up to no good.
People are still clicking on links that they don't even know are safe or not. So, I mean, this is always going to be an issue. I almost did it the other day. I came so close. I said it out loud, and I caught myself. It was just some random, it was hi, here's your proposal for your new kitchen countertops. Talk to you at 11. And it was from, and they signed it from, some company and all that. But my first thing I always do is click on the actual email address and see if it makes sense, and the email just made no sense. But I was kind of curious still. I was like, this is clearly not for me, but I'd like to know what they're trying to maybe it was for a different Steve Miggs and they accidentally sent it to the wrong email. I don't know. And I came so close, but then Vicky and I was like, can you get a virus from clicking on a PDF? And she quickly Googled it. It was yes, you can. I knew it wasn't for me, but I just wanted to know what the going rate was for whatever kitchen thing they were doing.
And I'm so used to doing that. Whenever my dad or my mom are like, what is this? And I always double check. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's a scam. Please do not click it, Mom or Dad. And so I immediately went into daughter mode. I'm like, wait, before you screw up your email account or anything or give away your personal information, let me check.
I did check my phone at 11 to see if I was going to get a phone call about these kitchen countertops.
It didn't happen, huh?
Didn't happen.
No, sorry, buddy. I'm so sorry. I thought this was going to be your time.
It was such a random thing. But people will fall for it. I mean, hell, I was going to fall for it more out of curiosity. I knew I wasn't getting kitchen countertops, so I was like, ooh, let's see what this is going for.
Well, my brain tells me that they find some things like that are just stuff that they know are happening for some people and figure they just send skillions of them out there. And one of the people is probably actually waiting to get their kitchen done. And so it's that person that clicks on thinking that, oh, this is from the person that I'm working with. That's who they're probably trying to get, as opposed to, Steve was like, oh, hey, I mean, I'm not having any done, but what the heck?
No, so this poor person whose name's Steve Miggs as well is thinking, we never got our damn bid for the kitchen counters.
Yeah, where the hell is it?
I think it would just go into anxiety panic mode. Call you at 11. It's like, holy crap, someone's going to call me. What did I forget? When is my appointment? Who am I talking to? What is this? You forget the fact that they're talking about kitchen cabinets and you're not doing that anyways. You just kind of focus on someone's going to call me. I have to mentally prepare for that and then figure out who's calling you because you're losing your damn mind.
Not even clicking on the link. You're just
got to peek inside Vicky's brain. And I kind of want to get out.
No, this is insanity in my brain. If
close the door, please.
If someone says something, they're like, oh, why isn't this here? I'm like, oh my God, what did I forget? Who did I do? Da, 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 da.
Why are you living like this, Vicky?
Because
you don't have to.
I can't drink in the morning.
Oh, that's what it is. Well, it is time for Listeners on the Loose. This is where you get to pick the topic. This is where you get to guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Whatever you want to talk about. We got your calls. We got your texts at 917 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It is Listeners on the Loose. Brought to you by Snoqualmie Casino. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. That is the number if you want to get through. And when you do get through, do remember Steve has a rule.
It's a simple rule, BJ. It's to show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, let the gong you and then say goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Getting a ton of texts about this, and we saw this morning. So a few people, did you hear about Richard Sherman getting arrested? You guys hear of Richard Sherman just got arrested? WTH, WTF, Richard Sherman was arrested? It's just nonstop text right now. It's all over the internet, social media, TMZ. At first I was like, is it the same Richard Sherman we know? Because you just wouldn't expect that, but yeah.
Not at all. I mean, and it's some sort of burglary situation, apparently.
It was a domestic violence burglary thing. So I guess in instances like that, what it typically means is that there was some kind of a domestic dispute. Burglary domestic violence is what it was filed as. That means that there's some kind of domestic dispute where he came back into the home of where that domestic dispute was, which is a weird designation for it.
Oh, so if you just go back into the home, that's called burglary.
Yes.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And especially if you had to break open or go through a window or something like that. I don't know the backstory, and there's really not much other information other than he's been denied bail, which typically is not a good thing. And this could be a felony because the burglary domestic dispute is a felony in Washington, which could mean a lot of jail time.
Oh, man.
The whole thing is just I'm sure more information is going to come out, but that's all that's out there right now. Doesn't sound good, though.
This is such sad news to hear as we have another football player doing some really, allegedly doing some really bad stuff. And, oh, man.
And I don't know why I feel like a lot of texters had that same WTH thing because I just wasn't expecting that story to be about. When you see Richard Sherman's trending, my first thought was, is he coming back to the Seahawks? You just assume it's going to be something that, he's a loudmouth on the field, but you never really heard much about any kind of any drama going on in his personal life or anything along those lines.
God, that sucks that that's the case. I mean, if this is true, that really, really sucks.
Yeah, I have no idea what else I keep checking. Of all the places, TMZ is usually the quickest to give you information, even if it's questionable or not.
Yeah,
they have no word on exactly what happened either.
And that happened here. He's in King County, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
because he still lives here.
Yeah, so that's alrighty.
Yeah, I'm sure as the day goes on, there'll be more information about it. That does suck.
It's tough news. It's just tough news to hear. It really, really is that this kind of thing. If it's true, it's just man. Well, all right. It is Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
We have a more serious text guy stuff. It says, hola. Just want to say thank you for the shout out to Jackson's Cookies. As an employee, I work the normal shift and I've had at least 25 customers purchase our cookies.
Wow.
By the way, I love your station. Been a listener for 10 years. You guys are awesome.
Aww.
Oh,
dude,
man.
I'm telling you, I'm the cookie tastemaker.
They got to have a MIG special, which would have, which one are your favorite ones?
It's the Snickerdoodle, and I also like the caramel, the gooey caramel one.
Yeah, they need to do a 2-pack.
Chip. Yeah.
At this point, Jackson's needs to make you a spokesperson. They really do at this
right?
point.
I should be their Toon-Gis.
Yeah.
Yes.
Steve-Gis.
I like this idea. Maybe a different name.
Steve.
Steve might be good.
Hi, I'm Steve.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Mm-hmm. You got to go to get the cookies.
I did it all for the cookie.
Nice.
The cookie.
Or just change the Snickerdoodle to the Stevie Doodle.
Oh, please.
Oh, that doesn't sound right. No,
it does not. I do not want to eat a Stevie Doodle.
The Migser Doodle?
No.
That doesn't make it better.
No doodles.
Oh, because Snickerdoodles just seems like such a cool name.
When it's not a name, an actual person's name, I think it's a little bit better.
It has Snickers in it. Kind of name of it,
It's a good point.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah, but I don't want a Stevie Doodle.
Okay, I don't want a Stevie Doodle.
Fine, well, go to Jackson's and enjoy the new Stever Doodle.
The Stever Doodles. Yeah. That doesn't make it even. Okay.
No.
This could be why you're not a spokesperson for Jackson's.
Why can I picture Steve going to the gas station with a bunch of Post-it notes, putting Stever Doodle on them and just putting them
Sir,
on?
what are you doing with a Sharpie?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. Leave me alone.
You want 25 cookies sold. You better let me do whatever I want.
Oh, is that how it's going to be?
Yes.
Okay.
Or they could be like a cardboard. Oh, this is it. A cardboard cut out of my own head, like a display. And it's just my mouth is open, and that's where all the cookies come out of.
Yeah.
Okay, this is really, all of a sudden, this power's going to your head. I'm not sure this is the right thing to do. I don't.
And now it'd be the sound when you hit a button, it goes, ah. And then,
I do not want to have a cookie with a sound that says, ah.
And it's only for, the Snickerdoodle one.
Oh, I see. The rest of them will be fine. Just the Snickerdoodle. Or the Steverdoodle, I guess now.
If you want like the peanut butter fudge brownie one, whatever it's called, I don't know. I don't even F with that one. Like I just.
Oh yeah, that one's okay.
Just
okay.
Snickerdoodle. I love that people are going and buying them because of our recommendation.
Well,
that
you know
makes
what?
me so happy.
You get it. Look, you get a good recommendation. You try it out. That's what you do.
All right. Speaking of Snickers, Danny, someone wanted to know: have we tried the Snickle, the pickle hollowed out with a Snickers bar in it?
Yeah.
BJ,
of course
we
I
tried it
haven't.
this morning.
Oh, of course I haven't.
You missed out on it, man.
You
4
did.
of us did. Myself.
Oh, wait. You really did this?
Yes, Danny brought in a Snickers bar and a pickle, and it's up on KSW and BJ and Mig's Facebook page.
Oh, come on.
And myself, the Reverend Fuego, Danny V, and we even convinced your son Joey to try it.
Mm-hmm. So how did you make this? What did you do? You hollowed out a pickle and just threw the stuff in there?
Danny made it happen.
Yes, I got a dill pickle from Thriftway, brought it in, and then got a Snickers bar from a 7-Eleven, hollowed out the pickle, and then put the Snickers right in the middle there. And then I cut it. They didn't want to take bites out of the same pickle, so I had to cut it up and just
I was in for it, but Revan.
Yeah. Hard out on sharing pickles with people.
Yeah, Steverdoodle, you don't want to share any of those with them.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we all took a bite.
What's the verdict of this thing that I'm glad I didn't participate in?
I'll be honest with you. Before we did it, I was actually like, oh, I know we said this on the air, but damn you, Danny, like, why'd you do this? I do not want to do this. Like, it just seemed like a terrible idea. I was convinced I was going to hate it. And I put it in my mouth, the pickle and Snicker thing. And at first I was like, your mental, in your head, you're like, this is going to be the worst thing ever. And then I took a bite and I'm like, this is not as bad as I thought. And as I kept eating, I'm like, this is somewhat delicious.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
In a weird way.
Yes.
It was very good.
Yeah, it was really good.
It was like the sweetness kind of cut the pickle brine, but then the pickle brine kind of kept the chocolate in check. So it was one of those like, I could see eating this more often.
I think having it hollowed out made it so that it wasn't overbearing with the pickle.
Yeah.
And the aftertaste was fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was fully prepared to spit it on Danny.
I'm really glad that didn't happen.
Yeah. And I was like, he's got a white shirt on. Yeah. I'm just going to shoot right for the stomach.
Yeah.
And I think the only one who didn't like it was Joe.
Joe was not into it.
Joe hated it.
That's my boy. Yeah, that's a good call. He knows good food. That's why.
And he says he doesn't like pickles. That's part of it.
Pickle hater.
Yeah, well, what are you going to do?
Yeah, if you don't like pickles,
raise them right.
I do not recommend this.
Oh, good call. Yeah, good call.
You see there's a pickle, I don't know what company's making this hard seltzer, but it's with pickle?
Yes. I have seen. I don't remember when it is either, but I've seen it because I've been tagged in it like 3 times, and I'm like, I'm in for this.
I want to try this. Yeah,
I tried pickle beer last time I was in Albuquerque, and it was really good. It's what you expected from a pickle beer. So pickle seltzer, half the calories. I'm ready.
What company is that?
It looks like Crocked.
I don't know, but
I've never heard of that one.
Is that a man riding a pickle?
It is a man riding a pickle.
Riding a pickle.
Oh, look at this! They copied our idea.
The packaging's fantastic.
Okay, there
it's
you go.
It's a pickle rocket. It's got a little flame on the butt.
Yeah.
This is a really big dill.
But yeah, BJ, I wanted to not like it. Like, I was convinced this was going to be the worst tasting thing ever. From when we talked about it on the air to the moment before I put it in my mouth. And I actually enjoyed it.
If my son liked it, I'd give it a try. But I feel like if he doesn't like it, I'm going to probably not like it either.
Joe loved it. I'm sorry. My bad. We said that wrong.
You don't share a tongue, BJ. Be your own man.
Yeah. Sorry, kids.
Now, first you said your movie opinion changes based on your son's opinion. Now your food opinion's going to change based on your son's opinion.
Can I tell you? Chip off the old block.
Who's the dad in this relationship?
Who's your daddy?
What does he do?
Yeah. Well, you know what? Congratulations. You guys found something new you can all eat.
Oh, someone said you guys need to have a Kool-Lickle. It's when you put a packet of Kool-Aid in a pickle jar with sugar and let them sit for 3 weeks, and then you enjoy it.
I've heard about that.
I've seen that, too. It turns the pickle red.
Nice. That does not sound good.
So it's a Kool-Aid-infused pickle?
Yeah.
I like that.
I don't think I like that idea.
A fruity pickle?
Yeah.
Frickle.
Many times I've tried the fruity pickle, and everyone always says no to that.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I'm willing to try that.
Yeah.
They look cool. They look very alien. Oh, I do like the way they look after they're being...
That's our next project.
All right.
All right, do it. Do a Kool-Aid pickle. Go
Any
ahead.
preference on flavors of Kool-Aid?
Cherry.
Orange.
Blue.
Oh. Blue flavor. Yes, people.
Actually, no, that is a flavor, blue. Everyone knows what blue flavor tastes like.
Yeah.
How about black cherry?
I don't care which one. I'm down to try any. Orange.
Vicky, you asked. Nice going. You should have just brought in whatever you wanted to bring in.
No,
Orange pickle.
Oh, that actually sounds good.
Yeah.
We're going to have fun with this.
So you're going to do it?
Yeah, I'll totally do it.
All right, so we got in 3 weeks, BJ. Are you looking forward to this?
A couple weeks.
No. No, I'm not. But I see, but Vicky loves this DIY stuff. She'll have her whole kitchen counter loaded with this stuff.
Honestly, we just need to admit that pickles are like the best vegetable because you can make good chicken wings with them. You can make now Snickers dessert sushi with them.
See, I like them before they even become a pickle. You know, when they're a cucumber.
Oh, you like the
Yeah.
cucumber? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry,
I mean,
Danny.
they're good that way too.
I was about to say my favorite vegetable was a pineapple, but I caught myself, so I didn't.
Good job!
Because that would have made me seem really stupid if I said that.
I love how you catch yourself and then still tell everybody.
Yeah.
Probably could have just kept that to yourself. And then you would have seemed a lot smarter.
I was about to go, no, Danny, it's pineapple.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Steve, pineapple's not a vegetable. Don't say that.
Good call.
You know what? You almost saved yourself, but I think we're all still thinking the same thing.
Damn it.
Sorry.
Aren't cucumbers technically fruit because they have the seeds?
They are both considered a fruit and a vegetable. I had to look it up.
Okay, look at you. Huh? You people are all smart.
Yeah.
I never knew that
Us
about
dudes, we're all
cucumbers.
fruits then, huh?
Yeah. Wow. I don't know what to say about that. I don't think Vicky's a fruit.
No,
Well, Vicky doesn't have
That's why I said us dudes.
Oh,
Dudes.
I see. All right, there. I missed that.
Oh,
Okay.
my goodness.
What?
So I went to the Pickle Seltzer website, which is like Crooked Brew, BRU, and they have a little mini rodeo game with the guy on the pickle, and you could hit T to tip his hat, P to pickle ollie, and then B for boost mode.
Oh, look at that pickle go.
He is going on that pickle.
I like BJ's face right now.
I'm sorry, but really,
It's like a video game, BJ.
BJ has
Let's
like
talk
a-
about it on Geek Nation.
If we could turn a facial expression on like an emoji for the I'm too old for this S, that BJ's face right there is that. Yeah. Like that would be the emoji look.
This is brilliant marketing.
Yeah, sure it is. It's brilliant marketing for morons.
I want to be a
Yes.
pickle cowboy.
Yeah, go ahead, pickle cowboy. Meanwhile, it probably
Is that the
tastes
next
like
shirt?
Ride
probably-
the pickle.
Do we have any animators that could do the same thing for us, but riding turtles?
Yeah.
It'd be a slower game, but
Yeah, yeah. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And
we still got about 30 more minutes left in the show. There's no guarantees we can't get dumber.
well, listen, if we leave Vicky in charge of showing stuff, yes, we're going to see some really dumb stuff.
Yay.
do they have
There we
shirts?
go.
I'm looking.
Okay.
No, don't buy a shirt, Steve. Do not feed into this.
They have a Whack-A-Pickle online game.
Oh, I know what I'm doing.
great.
It's like Whack-A-Mole, but with
Let's
pickles.
get the product that probably tastes like ass. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'll play that one on by myself. I don't.
Yeah.
Whack a pickle.
Whack a pickle by yourself, huh?
Really, Vicky, that was such a low-lying piece of fruit, and you're laughing like it's. Oh, I can't.
A
do it.
low-lying piece of fruit or vegetable.
There we go. Okay. Hey, I'm willing to let anybody call in at this point. I don't care what you want to talk about. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Listeners on the loose. More of your calls, more of your texts at 9:36 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
Your kids will be saying,
"Please, 5 more minutes. I can't believe I did that."
and
"Look how high I can bounce."
Spring Free is the world's safest trampoline, the place where stories are made. The innovative design boasts no springs, so you know you're safe. Go ahead and create the greatest stories you'll tell your friends. We're back in stock. Get it while you can. To learn more about the world's safest trampoline, visit springfreetrampoline.com.
Mom, come watch us.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. It's listeners on the loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Let's go to Annette in Burien. Annette, you are on the Rock.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Yo. Good morning, Annette. Welcome
and
to the show.
Vicky. Hi, Vicky. No, remember, BJ, you got a squatty potty, and you were supposed to order one for BJ, and I want to know if he ever got that and how it's working.
Oh, wait, I was actually thinking about this yesterday.
BJ, every time I use the toilet, I think of Vicky's voice going, it's a game changer.
It very much is a game changer, and I legit ordered one and bought it for him, had it sent to his house for him. That was my gift to
But
him.
has he used it?
BJ.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so
It's
you
a-
use that, but not the Peloton. That's cool.
Well, of course, the squatty potty doesn't require special shoes.
Or a subscription service.
Right?
And
Or
the seat's
shorts.
the same seat. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't
No,
require
I
anything.
just, because I'm going to get one for myself. I just wanted to get a review here, so.
Yeah, I mean, it works fine for me. And Vicky swears by it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's all good.
Okay,
It's just been on my mind every time I use the bathroom. I'm like, God, I wonder if I should get one.
We're sorry about
Thinks
I
about
wanted
you
the-
in the bathroom, BJ.
I wanted the BJ review, and I love you, Vicky.
Love you, too.
Okay, how do I ask this? without-
Every morning, I'll let you go.
Hold on, Annette,
wait.
Steve has a very
No, my question's for
intelligent
you,
question.
BJ. My question's
Oh,
for
all
you.
right.
We can let Annette
Okay,
go.
all right, Annette. We'll let you
We're
go.
fine
You
with
take
that.
care, Annette, then.
All right, I don't know how to ask this without being too crude, of course. But so I'm gonna
Well,
try-
what else is new?
Okay, so before and after, how would you compare? How would you rate your bathroom experience? Is it better now with the squatty potty, or are you kind of indifferent?
I would say that it's indifferent to better. You know, it's
Okay, so it obviously hasn't made it a worse experience.
No, it hasn't made it a worse experience, but yeah, I mean, it does. I notice it does. It's a different experience that in certain cases, it makes it better, just like they say.
Okay, I obviously that's no further questions.
There you go.
I don't want to get but I'm just wondering, is it worth the investment?
And I'll be honest, we got a squatty potty, and I wasn't too keen on it. But if you want the Cadillac of toilet experiences, get yourself a squatty
bidet.
potty and a bidet, and you are just cruising on cloud 9.
What about a pressure washer and an outhouse?
Close, fairly close. Yes,
Sweet.
Oh, so you're saying that if you have a bidet, the squatty potty makes it better?
Yes.
Ah, well, that makes sense. I can understand how that is.
And if you're not wanting to go for the full investment, they now have the off-brand, which is like $7 to $10 cheaper. It's called the Step and Go.
Oh, it's like the Safeway Selective squatty
Yes,
potties.
as seen on TV.
The Kirkland brand.
Yes.
Well, that is quick that somebody basically. I thought they had a patent because they usually ask you on Shark Tank, do you got a patent for this bad boy? All right, well.
Yeah, but I mean, I think if I'm going to pay the money, I want the name.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I want Q-tips. I don't want cotton swabs.
There you go.
I want squatty potty, not the Step and Go.
Well, this is how fancy Squatty Potty's gone. They have a collaboration with SpongeBob SquarePants, and they have SpongeBob Squatty Potties.
How do we do BJ and Mig squatty potties?
There you go. Oh, look at that. That's amazing.
That's
It's
so
just like
funny.
SpongeBob.
I should have
except
bought
he's
that
not.
one.
This is a SpongeBob one?
Yeah.
Do you have a squatty potty?
Oh, yeah.
You like it?
It's fine.
My buddy Brian, he swears, but anytime we've talked about it, he always will send me a direct message being like, bro, seriously, get a squatty potty. It's awesome. They have wood ones?
Yeah, they have fancy ones depending on your style of your home. Some people don't like the white
very
ones
nice.
because it kind of clashes, but
Oh,
I
yeah.
like them because they match.
I want like a darker wood to match my floor, my first floor.
They have a bamboo one with the
See that?
flippy one. They have a folding bamboo one. They have higher
yeah.
and lower ones depending on if it's a kid one.
Oh, they should have one that has little keyboards on it so you can make music while you're pooping.
Like the movie Big.
Yeah.
Yes!
You can do chopsticks while you
Okay.
They do have ones with night lights that are motion activated.
I like that.
Okay, that's going to be the next
Rev.
one.
Oh, hell
you guys
yeah.
need.
Yeah.
For only $29.99.
Yeah, send me that link.
Okay, got you.
Night lights in the bathroom are very important. You do
They
not want to hurt yourself.
absolutely
What are
are.
you going to do with the one that you already own?
Other bathroom.
No, I only have one
Or
bathroom.
give it
Yeah,
away,
he
you
has one
know.
bathroom.
Oh, yeah. Anybody want a slightly used squatty potty?
Put that on eBay. I'm sure you can sell it.
Yeah, sure.
I'll put it on one of my Buy Nothing groups.
If it was Vicky, she could do it on OnlyFans. I bet you should get a lot of money for that.
Damn.
Game
Oh,
used.
yeah. Oh, good call, Vicky. Use it one time, and you can sell that bad
Take
boy.
a picture of your feet, and people have feet pictures. So there's your feet on the squatty potty, and then they can own the squatty potty. Wow.
Nice call.
Be the weirdest thing.
I mean, look, you pulled in like $400 for your for underwear from a listener. I mean, I'm sure you could do more with the Squatty Potty. Personally.
Oh, yeah. Plus, you can use the Squatty Potty. That's the thing.
Someone has it's not even a question, more of a statement. You guys want to feel old? No, actually, I don't.
Yeah, pass.
Fine.
Here we go.
Metallica turns 40 this year. WTF.
Really?
We were just talking about that.
Wow.
Earlier this morning during a commercial break, and I'm just like, it's just weird to think like because it's not like they started the band when they were like 8 or 10 years old. You know what I mean? Like, I know Metallica's not a young band, but I don't view them as a band that's like in their 60s, even though that's where they're at.
Yeah.
Or late 50s at best.
It's so insane to think that. It really, really is. Because here's the thing. I only think of old bands like the Rolling Stones. That was always the old band. Like, oh, those guys are old.
Or The Who.
Yeah.
The Beatles. But now it's like Metallica.
Yeah.
Like, even I saw one of my favorite bands, Anthrax. They're doing this documentary series like on YouTube. It looks cool, but I'm a little overwhelmed because they already have 20 episodes of this docu-series on their YouTube page. They're each like 10 to 20 minutes long. And I'm like, I don't know when I'm going to find the time to watch this. But they're turning 40, and I think they're having a big 40th online concert. I think it's this Friday.
Oh,
and that, too, is just like, that's insane.
That is insane.
And then you're saying
really
MXPX is turning 30.
Next
it's
year.
just weird, man.
Yeah.
Like,
wow.
A band is as old as you are or older, and you've been a fan of them. You know what I mean? Like, it just feels like it just definitely makes you feel old.
You know what's crazy is I was wondering who is older, James Hetfield, who's 57, or Noodles from The Offspring. He's 58. He's older than Metallica, which is weird to me because like I always grew up with The Offspring, them being my favorite band, and it was like they're young guys. No. They're going to be.
No, they're not. Yeah, it's really wild. I was surprised to when we met the guys from Pearl Jam. It's like, oh, you guys are actually in my demographic, because I always just expected those guys. They were always younger to me. The music was younger.
Yep.
As it turns out, I mean, they're still like a few years younger than me, but they know a lot of the stuff I know. They grew up in a very similar time as I did.
Yeah, I think Mike's in his 50s for sure.
Yeah.
I think all of them are in their 50s, but I think Mike might be like closer to 60 than 50.
Yeah, which is just, it's like you just don't think of Pearl Jam like that, because I don't. I mean, I always thought that I was older than all these guys. Same thing with Duff McKagan and the guys at Guns N' Roses, but it's like, yeah, they're all up there. Man, dude, that's just, thank you for that.
I know,
We're all old.
40 years old, Metallica. That's pretty, and they're still kicking it, man. I mean, obviously not like they're on the death's door, but like they're still doing what they do, and it's awesome.
Yeah. And the cool thing about, at least this music is that younger people don't hate it the way we hated our parents' music.
Well,
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
they're my daughter.
She doesn't like
your daughter's 4. I mean,
she's 7.
Your daughter's 7? Who's 4? Oh, well, she was 4 at one time.
When you first met her, maybe? I don't know.
Oh, I think that's exactly what it was. You're right. It was when I first met her. Your daughter's 7? Does that count for her musical taste, really, 7?
Well, I don't know. She's to the point now where a lot of times we're like listening to music or whatever, or we're talking about music like with her friends, and she's like, yeah, he likes rock music. I don't like that stuff.
What does she like?
Oh, wow.
Like JoJo Siwa, whatever that is?
No, she likes a lot of like movie soundtrack stuff, like The Greatest Showman. She likes a lot of pop stuff, like Shawn Mendes. And yeah.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah. Wasn't like Eddie Vedder was spotted? He took his daughter and I think his kids to a One Direction concert.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like that's just what happens.
That's going to be both of our lives, Steve.
Yeah, I'm starting to see, like, with Tatum, I notice she reacts very well to music, which I'm pretty pumped about. Like, whenever there's, like, a song going on, she's bopping. And I'm pretty sure she's really a fan of cartoons. Like, she sits through the cartoon just waiting for the song intro to start again. Because when the song intro starts, she loses her freaking mind.
Yeah.
Like, she just starts moving her arms and laughing. And then once the cartoon starts, she just stares at the screen like, okay, when's the song coming back? Nice. Thankfully, it's like every 15 minutes they feel like they do the damn songs. But I think she's going to be a music fan. I just don't know of what style.
It's going to change.
Hoping like Cannibal Corpse and
of course,
and like,
please, Pantera.
Yeah. That's what we play around the house.
I really hope she becomes a musician like you, though.
She loves playing the drums. Like, I have a little electronic kid. I don't know if you've seen it on my Facebook page before, but it's just like once she saw it, she knew it was something that she should hit because she saw me hitting it once. So she just grabs the drumsticks and starts playing on them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. How cool would that be if you got a little drummer on your hands?
My wife was a little nervous about that until I told her, I'm like, no, we can buy her like electronic drums. Like, you don't have to get her an actual loud drum set. And she's like, oh, okay. I'm willing to tolerate that because I think she started thinking about just annoying noise in the house all the time. Although I kind of want to get her one of those like little Minnie Mouse drum kits.
Oh, please,
right?
What are they called? The first act or whatever?
Yeah. Whatever they're called.
Yeah.
I remember I had one. It was like called Solid Satin. And it was, I don't know why. I think that was the name of it.
That's awesome.
It is a terrible drum set, but like it was, as a kid, it was awesome.
Look at you, got a little Gina Shock on your hands, and then she's the only female drummer I could think of, the Go-Go's drummer.
Well, little Mandy, the little drummer girl that's like, that Dave Grohl loves.
Yeah,
she was on the cover of Modern Drummer magazine.
Was she?
Yeah, I think this month's issue.
That's awesome.
Which is like that's a big magazine for drummers, and so she's on the cover. It's pretty sweet.
All right, Tater Tot, step up your game.
That's
so
right.
It's like, speaking of drummers, you want to feel old. Danny Carey, drummer of Tool, 60 years old.
See, the dude is like just a year younger than me. I mean, it's crazy to think that the guys from Tool are in my demographic too.
And he just moves around that kit like he's like 18.
Wow.
I don't know why, like he's 60. Oh, he's going to break a hip doing double bass. But no, of course not. He's doing this his whole life.
That's because we think of what's-his-face Watts. I mean, is that
Watts.
why? Yeah, that's because of the fact we see that he's always seemed like he was 102 years old behind that Stones kit. I mean, so, yeah, it's, man, dude, it's going to be fun to see exactly what your kids like. Hopefully they like what you like, kind of, but who knows?
No, it's probably a fan of like BTS or some crap like that.
Yeah. Well,
sweet.
Here's a question for you. What do Ryan Castle and Taco Bell have in common? I'll tell you at 9:51 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. And now, the Ryan Castle question of the day.
What do Ryan Castle and Taco Bell have in common?
The sour cream makes it supreme.
Oh, yeah. Dude, Taco Bell sour cream is pretty awesome.
I don't know what's so special about it, but it is special. You're right, Steve.
Yeah. So if I get a taco without it, I just feel like I'm empty inside.
Yeah.
So is your taco.
Someone said they both sound good at 3 a.m., right, Steve? Yeah. Actually, you know what? Both do sound great at 3 a.m.
Good point.
Both
You know what I usually sound like at 3 a.m.?
Those were the days.
As in yesterday.
Yeah.
Today.
Yeah. Hey, last Monday, just after 4th of July, the employees at a Taco Bell in Nashville thought it would be a really good idea to set off some fireworks inside the restaurant. Whole thing was caught on surveillance cameras. They locked the place to keep out customers, ran around with fireworks in their hands, went in the men's bathroom, ignited some kind of firework in a trash can. Then they was like, hey, what if we take the trash can, put it in the middle of the main dining room, and then we can go outside and record it as it's just blowing stuff off.
Great idea.
Except they locked themselves out of the store, and then the whole thing caught on fire, and they, burned up the Taco Bell. Yeah.
That is an unlikely outcome from that scenario. That surprises me.
$30,000 in damages, and good old Courtney, 25-year-old shift leader, she's charged with felony. She's the genius. Yeah. Ryan Castle, he's a different kind of genius because he's got a 12-pack.
BJ and Migs play of the day.
The zookeeper kept telling me to back up, and the giraffe just kept getting closer to me, and so I put my hands behind my back, and I stood still, and that giraffe put its head down against my shoulder and sat there for about 30 seconds.
Do you lick you? They have long tongues.
I wish it would have, because one of my bucket lists is to get licked by a giraffe.
What? I thought that was a weird question, like the very litany of weird questions that Steve asks, and it turns out that was the perfect question for Trevor.
Yep. Yeah.
Wow.
You just don't know what kind of answers you're going to get when you have stupid questions, BJ.
Yeah, you're right about that, brother.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. If I file for bankruptcy, do I have to appear in court? That makes me nervous.
Going to court is never something that's easy to do. However, when you file bankruptcy, you usually only have to attend one hearing at the courthouse. Of course, I'll be there with you. And when you go to court, it's not before the judge. It's actually with the trustee or the trustee's attorney. One of the things that's critical in a bankruptcy is that you give your attorney and the court all of your information. You list all of your assets and all of your creditors. That's what we're trading for your discharge, is your true and honest disclosure of your assets and liabilities. And so the court hearing is just usually about a 5-minute deal where you show up and reaffirm and swear that all the information you've given the court and your attorney is correct.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Want to create a lifetime of memories this spring? Do you remember the joy of jumping as a child? If only there was a way your own kids could experience that same joy safely. Spring Free Trampoline has been engineered to eliminate 90% of product-related injuries. The Spring Free design boasts no springs and a flexible enclosure and proudly offers a 10-year warranty. That's peace of mind. Lock in your ultimate backyard safe space before summer arrives. Visit springfreetrampoline.com.